you've seen him up close and he has performed so well. Like, what's your feelings?
Very, very proud and happy because one of our key motivators and one of our key kind of performance indicators away from the IPL is producing players for India. And we produced quite a lot over the years. And Dhruv being a new addition, he's a fantastic young man, really good player who's worked really hard to get where he has. And the fact that he's gone through our development camps and ended up in the test side is fantastic.
Like, did you expect him to get a chance in the red ball scheme of things so soon? Like, he has proved his credentials as a white ball player.
Yeah, I think that's up to the selectors as to how they think they want to construct their red and white ball size. Our job is to produce the best players possible who can stand a chance in any format.
What is it about Jurel that stands out for you as a player?
Well, I think it's number one, his work ethic. Number two, his demeanour. He understands pressure. He came in last season in one of the most difficult positions and scored so many runs for us. He's an absolute matchman in the short format, but this is a really good test of his technique, character, and his application to be in the test side. I think he's always going to do well. He's just that kind of player.
Sangha, wanted to know about Jhye Richardson, another player. Last year was a breakthrough season for him. Now, as you've always said, the second season players analyze, teams analyze you, and he has now played Test cricket, a bit of baptism by fire. How do you see him evolving in the second season overall?
He's going to be fine. He'll just work hard. He'll understand the tactics of an opposition and what they'll try to do to him, and then he'll be ready accordingly. It just takes a lot of work, a little bit of awareness, and just keep doing what he's always done well, which is work hard and bat well.
What do you think about the S20 league with the team Pal Royals?
Well, I think it's fantastic. The SAT20 has so much potential to grow and become huge in terms of being a tournament in its own right and holding its own against all other franchise tournaments. The nature of the country itself, we are in Pal here. You can look outside. It's a full house. That kind of strong community connect. It all kind of augurs well for what this tournament can become, and it's already something that the players and the fans look forward to. So hopefully we can get all the financials right. Graham Smith, as the head of this project, has done amazingly well. There's a lot of clarity behind it as well, and we'll see where it goes. But it's really exciting knowing that this is where it's got in such a short time.
With so many of these youngsters coming through, how do you think it augurs well for Test cricket with so much of talk on relevance of red ball cricket?
Yeah, I think red ball cricket will always be relevant. At the end of the day, we're producing good cricketers, and good cricketers can adapt to any format. The format itself doesn't have to be played in one specific way, and you've seen how much it's changed. So it's really exciting that change in Test cricket. Every format is still possible, and the players that are coming through now are adaptable, they're very flexible, and they're exciting to watch because they add so much in terms of excitement, shot repertoire, deliveries, and athleticism.
And Sangha, one question, like with so many leagues around and teams having different investments like Pal Royals, Rajasthan Royals, so do you see cricket going the football way with a central contract given by the franchisee to play around the year? Like, that can be a possibility going into the future?
Yeah, that could be a great possibility. I think all the stakeholders in the ICC and the home boards, which the ICC is made up of, will have to make some tough decisions. How do we keep cricket relevant is ultimately the final question that needs to be answered, because if a sport is not relevant and you're not getting the crowds on TV or at the stadiums, then that's when the sport is in trouble. I think the cricket as a game is really healthy and is on the cusp of going in a very new direction. It's just making sure that it addresses the needs of all its stakeholders and mainly of both the players and the public. I'll reverse that, of the public and the players, because the fans dictate really where this game should go, and then everyone else in terms of the administrators will be able to support that and fund it through their financial models.
One last question.
Sangha, since we all know this is the T20 World Cup there, how much of an importance will these leagues, one league after another, will play, and who do you think will be the top team for the World Cup?
Well, it really depends on who's playing in the leagues. I think the league itself can be an end in itself. It's just, you play the SAT20. But if there are players who are looking to break into that squad or in those squads already who are trying to get more experience and understand how T20 is going to be played in the next few months leading up to that World Cup, that's also a bonus. I'm not really sure in terms of how the World Cup itself will set up, I'd much rather wait and see, but it'll be an exciting one.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.